It's literally in the name, linked up.
And then a bit of money, you know what I mean? Like, here's a couple of mil here.
Oh, like, I looked, and like, it was probably about like that big.
Look, they're like
that?
Yeah, they
Have you not scared of heights? Like,
Yeah.
I get that feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling where I'm like, oh my God, no,
See,
I can't look down.
She just like, you ready, boy? Are you ready?
Are you mad, bruv?
First things first on the wheel list.
I love it. First things first on the realist. Whooper, whooper. Get your whopper here. Yeah, and she going at the moon.
Yeah, she went outside of space for a little
She
bit.
gone? No,
you know what
she-
I mean? And
Give me
then,
that money.
give me that money, baby. We all want that money.
Off, fold it, and then fold it again. Then wipe. Then I fold it again.
As you can see, we are in the studio, but we're not just in any studio. We're down in London, down in his ends.
Down in my ends, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
come on.
You know, it makes a change that you're actually down my ends. You know, I've been up Liverpool quite a few times. So appreciate you coming down my ends, bro. We are going to do a whole different kind of episode, guys. This is stripped back. This is like a naked version of us, you know, like this is
That's a good way to say it.
good way, yeah. Like
Good way
this
to say
is
it.
something that me and Alma haven't done before. And, you know, instead of us guys going outside, acting crazy and trying to chase everyone, getting loads of people for our show, we thought, you know what, we'll strip it back. We'll talk about subjects and saucy subjects and maybe controversial subjects as well.
Anything juicy and everything and everything.
Elmo, I love the juice, bro.
Well,
Love the juice.
the more controversial it is, the more people it touches the edges of people, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's it. And I think what we need to do today is all about us actually being open and honest.
Yeah.
So you guys can actually see what we're about, what we actually think, and get to know us just that little bit more.
Yeah, because all they pretty much see is us just going wild and chaotic about all the street interactions and just anything and everything with the public. But now it's just pretty much just us sitting down, relaxed, chill vibes, getting to know us individually, and then following us along this journey of, you know, hopefully they're living and laughing of, you know, what we're saying and what we're talking, and hopefully agreeing and maybe not so much disagreeing, but
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, this is fun. This is exciting. I'm
100%.
excited to be here. Excited to be down in your ends in London. It feels good to be down in your ends. Something different than Liverpool.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm not going to lie, these sofas are banging. The whole setup is great. Loving it.
Oh, look at this!
Absolutely
Look at these
loving it.
screen. Look at the
Look
screens.
behind us, guys. Look,
up
linked
in there.
up. Yeah,
linked up, man. Linked up. Well, guys, welcome to Linked Up.
Welcome.
Welcome, London edition.
London edition.
Yeah, London edition.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, bruv. All right, bruv.
What's going on, bruv?
All right, governor. I don't know why that's a common go-to thing. All right, governor.
All right, Gov.
All right,
What's going
Gov.
on, Gov?
All right, ready to rock.
Let me do an impression of Liverpool.
Okay.
My name's Elmo, and I'm from Liverpool. Is that good?
No.
Yeah. And also, I don't know why you're trying to...
Everyone, when you do that, yeah, like when you actually think of Liverpool, I don't know what it is. What accent? It's like Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham.
Birmingham.
And it's London. I'm from London, bruv. Yeah, I'm from London.
You
Yeah,
gotta get
And
the
then-
brav in. Brav. All right,
and
brav.
then, wait, let's do some accents. Do you know what? Off the cuff, let's just do some accents, bro.
Yeah. Let me just get some juice in here. Gotta get this prime.
That prime. Let me have some
Gotta get that prime.
prime.
Thanks, Logan Paul. Thanks, KSI. Jeez. I nearly just choked. Sorry, I had to be cringe there.
But the drink was that bad, you almost choked. Oh.
Yeah. Thanks, KSI.
Let's get some, let's actually, get some, let's do some accents.
Yeah, like an icebreaker.
Yeah, let's
Icebreaker.
do
It's
some
good. It's good
accents.
icebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me, give me an accent to try and do.
So try do mine, and then just say, how about you? Or what about you? What about you?
What about you? What about you? My name's Elmo. I'm from Ireland. I'm from Ireland. What about you? Hey, Irish. Hey.
You sound a bit of Jamaican, a bit of Irish. Oh wait, you're half Jamaican, aren't you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm from Ireland. I can't do that.
Okay, right. I'll make it so much easier for you. Try doing an American accent, maybe California. Hey man, I'll surf the waves, dude. Still rad, dude. Oh my god, man.
Oh my, wait, I could do it. Wait, I'll do a New Orleans. Yo, oh my gosh, I'm from America, and you know what? I just love all the surfing and the hot girls and everything about it, man. Like, I'm just such a cool dude, you know?
That was so rad, man.
So rad.
Oh my God, you are so good at accents. I really, really think.
I'm gonna give you one now, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Go for it. We'll see now. Don't make it too hard now. Come on.
Bro, you ready, yeah? Can you do a Scottish?
Right, Iron Brew. Iron Brew. I'm on the Highlands of Scotland drinking Iron Brew.
There you go.
I support Celtic, not Rangers.
Banging, I like that.
That's a bit of Terminator with Scottish in there, no, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah, that's banging. That's banging. That is.
God loves a try, I suppose. All right, so since you can't do accents, have you heard?
I'm so rubbish at accents, man.
What about impressions? So, like, have you heard of EA Sports?
EA Sports? It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Sick.
They were shocking. Shocking.
But doesn't the guy sounds like he's so constipated, doesn't it? Is he's like EA Sports? It's in the game. Like, yeah, it's like he's holding the knife of him, you know, in his stomach and all. He's just like, oh.
I used to think like EA Sports, because it's EA Sports, it's in the game, or EA Sports, it's on the game.
Is it on the game?
I don't know. I always get confused.
I think it's in the game.
It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
In the game.
In the game.
Drink your Prime, guys. Keep you hydrated.
It's prime time.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
In the
Official.
game. Official. So
The
it's right
answer.
then.
EA Sports.
EA Sports is prime time.
It's prime time with me and Elmo. Oh yeah.
KSI and Logan Paul. Brought to you by Prime. That's the next advert. Hey, KSI and Logan, let me hit me up, hey. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
hit me up. Hit us up. Like, why don't they need to hit us up, man?
I know.
They will be hitting us up.
Yeah.
Soon they will be hitting us. So, bro, the thing is, Elmo, yeah, soon there's going to be a lot of people hitting us up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
You know, the way we're taking, the vision that we've got with Linked Up and the way where we're taking it, I'm telling you now, we're going to go far in this game.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited about this journey because there's literally so much happening right now. Like, you know, it literally is chaos. You know, like literally we're doing this, we're doing that, we can do this, we're doing that, and then, you know, and then people are gonna hit us up. Oh, guys, you do this? Can you do this for us? Or, you know, and just so many brand partnerships is just along our way, and I can't wait.
Can't wait, honestly, bro. Like, I can't wait, and it's just. I love our business and I love our thing, and I think, you know, we are just starting.
Yeah.
But, you know, wait until this blows, man. Wait until it blows, baby.
Blows our roof, baby.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Pew 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 pew. Gotta be cringe ball. Yeah, but this is breaking the ice. You know what I mean? So then we relax. You gotta do all that,
Yeah.
right?
Give me an icebreaker.
Huh?
Give me an icebreaker. Just give me a random question and I'll try and answer it.
Okay, right. Well, speaking about our business and our brand, what are you excited about? You know, what is the most thing that excites you about our brand? You know, even though we've started off, but what is the one thing? You know, obviously there's going to be many things, but what's one of the most things that excite your brand, our brand?
Do you know what? Like, I'm so excited to fly away, and I know it's like I'm happy to be here in the UK, but you know when I'm thinking outside the box, bro. Like, I'm thinking like America, I'm thinking Dubai, I'm thinking Australia, like
China, North Korea.
Yeah, I'm thinking everywhere. I'm just thinking of like where this can go. Like, of course we're starting in the UK, but I'm just thinking like, bro, like imagine we're just going overseas and we're big over there. Like, if that's for me, that's the vision where I'm quite excited about. Like, I'm excited to do everything in the UK. This is our home turf in the UK. But when we start going overseas, Elmo, like, it's gonna be a completely different like thing, isn't it?
You know, the saying is the world is our oyster. You know, and cringy to say that, but it generally is. You know, and pardon me. Do you know the way there's so many fish in the sea, as they say that in a relationship terms? But I generally think
there is so many fish in the sea.
Yeah,
that's why just saying that. That's why just off topic. Like, no, off topic. It is off topic. But I think like in a relationship, like people worry about that whole situation about you know. Oh God, I'm so upset with that one person. But there's so many fish in that sea.
Yeah, there's see, people are so happy and content in where they are, and then obviously something bad happens, and then they're like, oh, you know, I'm never going to find someone else, and you know, this, that, and the other, and whatever happened in their relationship, you know, they just generally, don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So then they're like, but then, you need to remind yourself there's so much fish or so many fish in the sea.
Yeah.
So many.
And that's with everything, you know, that's just with like absolutely everything.
Like, yeah, you can use that logic and terminology, with everything, like you said. So we could, obviously, for our brand, there's so much that can happen and will happen, us going to America, us going to Dubai, us going to China or wherever, even North Korea,
Bring it in.
Come on.
It in.
Have you ever seen the interview? The movie, The Interview?
Nah.
With Seth Rogen and what do you call that?
Great film.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Is it?
And it's like, obviously it's based for them securing an interview with what do you call him? Kim Jong-un and Putin. It's not Putin, sorry. Kim Jong-un in North Korea. And then obviously they secure an interview. But imagine that, that'd be so sick. You know what I mean? But obviously that's way. No, I don't.
Yeah, of course. And I think the thing is, the vision, Elmo, we have such an incredible vision with Linked Up. Yeah. And I think it is it is going to go far. Like it is. And I'm super duper whooper excited. You know what I mean? Like I'm gassed, man.
You sounded like the Burger King ad or something.
Whooper, whooper. Get your whopper meal.
Burger King, hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up, Burger King. Hit us up.
Yeah, come on, Burger King. Come on. There we go.
Because we love working with all different brands here.
Yeah, no, it's we're actually coming back to us and our our brand. We can work with almost any brand. It's actually pretty cool because in the name Linked Up, as part of what we created, you link up with link up with people, you link up with everyday people, you link up with celebrities, influencers, brands. It's just such a nice way to put it, and to frame it, So,
100%,
we are really brand friendly. So, because we're fun, exciting, the new kids in town,
new kids on the block,
kids on the block,
on the block.
Too cool for school, yeah.
And I think, like we just said, like when I explain to people, what's Linked Up, it's like it's literally in the name, linked up.
Yeah.
We link up with celebrities, we link up with influencers, we link up with random public people on the street. We link up with anybody. Anyone can be a part of this show. And that is the beauty of this, Elmo. Anyone can be. And that's what's exciting about it. We can literally take this to the moon, bro.
Do you know, I actually completely agree. If NASA, obviously way down the line and NASA says, let's go stream on, in a spaceship outside space, bro, I would take that. We would take that 100%, wouldn't we?
100%.
100%. Imagine streaming. I'm surprised no YouTuber has done that yet. But I seen the other day, Katy Perry was, this whole controversy of her.
And she going at the moon?
Yeah, she went outside of space for a little bit.
Has she gone? No, has she been?
She's already been, I think it was last Monday or something.
Oh, I didn't even know, because I listened that she was going, but I didn't actually know she actually went.
Yeah. So there's controversy, or there's conspiracy theorists, and obviously you have them everywhere. So people think that she, people are like, oh, there's clues, this, that, and the other, and they think it's all fake, and for whatever reason. But getting back, I think really, I'm surprised that YouTubers haven't actually did that before Katy Perry and the rest of the girls, the gals. The gals went up to space, But that'll be us. That'll be us. Ready.
That'll be us. Yeah.
Ready for the next one.
Nah, bro. Do you know what we need to do? Go at the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai. There. And we'll do one there.
So like the way Mr. Beast climbed the top.
Yeah, and we'll do an episode there.
Will Smith.
Yeah, the picture of Will Smith. But do you know what? Yeah, I actually went on X the other day, and I'm seeing bare fake things where people are photoshopping people on there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but the one that with Will Smith, that was proper, wasn't it?
So there is people saying, because obviously people think Will Smith is more ballsy than Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast was on harness and Will Smith wasn't, apparently. So
how are you getting up there?
Do you mean Tom Cruise, not Mr. Beast?
Oh, sorry,
It's
Tom
Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom
Sorry,
Cruise
let me correct myself. Tom Cruise, not Will Smith. But
it was Will Smith.
Yeah, no, Will Smith did.
Yeah, Tom Cruise and Will Smith done it.
Yeah, but I think Will Smith and Mr.
But Will
Beast
Smith had
harnessed.
Not Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast didn't do it.
I swear, there's a photo of him. Go look it up now.
Yeah, probably photoshopped.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There is so many photoshops of them going around, and I'm like, and that was it. That's what I was. Yes, bro. I saw the picture of, who'd you say? Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise was harness free. Will Smith was in the harness.
Oh, right,
Did
yeah.
Tom
yeah.
Cruise actually go out? Because I thought he looked photoshopped.
No, he went up because he's into his own stunts.
Because
Isn't he?
he's a proper daredevil. Like, he's into all his stunts.
okay.
Like, have you not seen him do the Mission Impossible scene where he was actually like attached to the plane, the military plane?
I've seen the film. I can't remember.
There's so much, yeah. And yeah, so he does his own stunts. But going back to what you were saying about the Burj Khalifa, we're
Okay, so Mr. Beast did climb it.
yeah,
He's done a video on it.
yeah, I knew I wasn't seeing anything.
So
you know what I mean?
He was right.
So he's one of 8 people to do it, to climb it.
One of your people.
How far is it up? Do you know?
It's
Like, how
I
far
think
is
it's
it
one of the tallest buildings in the world, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It is,
It is.
isn't it?
It's the tallest building in the world.
Is it the tallest building in the world, or is it one of the? I swear it's like the top 3.
I think it's the tallest. I'll put money on it. It's the tallest.
Tallest, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it's the tallest.
But you got to be careful because I seen like this thing on Instagram. Yeah,
It is the tallest.
it is the tallest. Yes, you're right. Then I knew it was one of the tallest. I just didn't realize.
2,722 feet tall.
That's tall. I still climb up it. If they said, "Come on, climb up this for a PR stunt," I would do it. No problem.
So would you just do it? You would
Yeah.
just go and do it.
100%. Yeah. Like obviously, if there's, if they're like, "Oh, come on," and then a bit of money, you know what I mean? Like, here's a couple of mil here, you know what I mean? And then
Give me that money.
give me that money, baby. We all want that money. But yeah, I'd 100% do it. I actually would love to do skydiving. I love to do skydiving
know,
and just go
yeah.
proper. Like I have a major adrenaline rush. I just would love to do bungee jumping, skydiving. I haven't done it yet, but I would still like to do it.
100%. And I haven't done it. I'd absolutely love to do it. And I'm not scared of doing it. I just haven't gone about doing it or haven't had someone
Yeah.
to say to me, "Oh, let's go and do that."
Yeah.
But so maybe, bro.
We could connect with a brand in Dubai. Come on, guys.
You could link up.
Link up.
Link up with Dubai. Fly Dubai. That's what they call it. Fly Dubai.
Fly
Hit us up.
Dubai.
Fly Dubai. But yeah, going back to the Burj Khalifa, yeah, I imagine us doing a PR stunt there. That'd be so sick, wouldn't it? Us at the top, but they only have one person at the top. I've noticed that. So
Who
imagine,
would
imagine us
go at
two.
the top then? Who would go at the top?
Eh?
Who would go at the top? How to use to?
Well, yeah, yeah. We're
There's
gonna,
only space for one, so who's going?
I'm going first. Shotgun.
I'll push you off. See you later. Bye. You've been linked up. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been linked dropped. Goodbye.
Link drop.
Boom. But yeah, no, I would love to do that, But I think
Yeah.
there's I feel like I don't know if there's like an elevator in the middle of it or you just have to fully climb like a ladder that in the middle of it. Is
I
it?
assume it's climb because that's the whole purpose, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why the
Do
Do you
challenge.
see how
Supposed-
thin it is?
Yeah, it's tiny. It's
Like,
just
you could just
fly off. The wind could just go.
yeah. Oh, it would be so scary.
Yeah.
It
You'd.
would be.
I'd say the first, when you're way at the bottom, you'd probably you wouldn't feel it as much. But I suppose when you're going halfway up and up and up, and you're probably your park's going to go bum 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 bum. You'll be proper feeling it. I'd say,
Bro, I get a little bit like that on a slide and that. Like, say you go to one of them, not like a
kid
slide,
slide.
not like a slide in a park, but them like slides you go
water
to
park.
The water, like an aqua park,
Yeah.
when you're going it's like proper steep and you're going
I get like that with that. So imagine like I'm not scared. I'm a little bit I'm not scared of heights, but I
Yeah.
get that feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling where I'm like, oh my God,
See,
I can't look down.
No, I can sort of agree. So I'm not scared of heights, but one thing I don't trust about anything to do with heights is ladders. I really hate ladders, and it sounds weird to say, right? So this sounds really weird to say.
I don't
right?
like going under them.
Yeah, no. So I don't like going under them, and I don't like climbing them because I seen a video like ages ago, a couple of years ago, with taking the piss of the ladder and the guy fell off. So it just proper scares me that the fact that maybe it is secure, but then just that feeling in the sense of
Yeah.
is it actually secure whilst you're bloody nearly at the top of the bloody roof?
Yeah.
I'd actually rather jump out of an airplane, skydive than rather climb a bloody ladder. And that sounds really mad to say. I generally, and I suppose maybe that could be my fear. I'm not really scared of much, but I guess that could be my
Fear of ladders.
Fear of ladders, aye. Like, no, it's not even a fear of heights. It's fear of ladders. I don't know if
Fear of ladders.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's many people with fear of ladders. There probably is, but
There probably is there's fear of so many things.
yeah, there's
Like,
spiders. Is the big
yeah, I
common
mean, that's
one,
the
snakes.
common one. Yeah. Like,
Are you scared of spiders?
I'm not scared. I used to be dead scared of spiders when I was younger. I'm not so scared now, but funny thing you should say that. I literally saw one in the kitchen the other day.
Did you? Yeah.
And it was basically, I was just going to bed. It was about 10:30 at night, and I was about to go to bed. I was just putting some stuff in the kitchen, and I looked down. I was like, I went, oh, I looked, and it was probably about that big. which grand scheme of things is nothing. When I've actually had a tarantula on my hand before, right?
Past that.
So when I looked at it, the old Aaron would have been like, "Oh no, I'd have to like kill it."
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person like, I'll stay straight up. I kill spiders.
The spider activists
I am the
are going to
spider
come after
killer.
you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can love me. You can hate me. I'm not having Are you mad, bruv? Like, I'm not having a spider in my room. Like, imagine I'm not going to sleep with a spider in my room. It's getting killed. Like, end of the day, like, I praise people who get the piece of paper, get the glass, and go like that, and then get it outside.
But,
I praise that better, but I can't do that. I have to kill them.
That's one thing I don't understand is how people use a piece of paper while it's the glass. You need to use a bit of cardboard. Like something thin that's not too thin. Like, because a piece of paper, you could just one little wobble and this bloody spider is jumping on you.
This is what I mean. But better than that, yeah. One thing so obviously I have killed them. I admit it. Yes, I am the spider killer. Yes.
This guy, man.
But one thing I do now,
animal activists are after you.
I know, innit? They're gonna come for me. But one thing I do now is I suck them up with the Hoover.
Well, you're gonna say something else.
You stuck them up your mouth, but that's fair enough because you're not actually killing them with the Hoover. But
Are you not?
no, well, you're not. You're just sucking them. It's just air sucking them in. Do you know?
They
what I mean?
will die in there. They will die in there.
No,
they?
the spiders. No.
We're just gonna crawl back out.
They crawl back
Don't
out.
say
So
that.
that's just like I personally I'm the one that actually gets the glass, the cardboard.
are?
Yeah, and I just open the door and just go as far as away from the house as possible, and then just say, "There you go, buddy."
Yes, vacuuming a spider will kill it.
Okay, well there you go. You're
That's
muffling
it. Because of the suction. Because of the suction. 'Cause it's so
I
hot.
didn't-
Yeah, the suction and the impact of the
I didn't think they
vacuum.
would kill this.
Especially a Dyson.
Dyson, yeah, they're powerful things. You know what the funny thing about spiders is? They are smart. Have you ever seen them play dead? Have you seen them play dead? They play dead.
Oh yeah, they go like that, don't they?
They're like this here, look. They're like,
like that.
yeah, like they
Have you
crouch
not
up.
seen that video of a viral spider? It's like a pet one, and it gets in the sand and it covers itself.
Yeah, I've seen. And there's
it?
Yeah, it just
and
covers
there's a
itself.
guy commenting. And he's just like scratch, scratch, scratch.
Yeah,
scratch,
yeah,
scratch,
that's the one.
No.
Just scratch, 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 scratch. Yeah,
Is
I've
it?
seen it. Yeah, it's like a viral video. It's
Oh,
actually
is it?
really funny,
Yeah.
and it actually makes you, sort of feel so good about the spider. Like you're thinking it's so cute, going like scratch, 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 even though it's ugly as hell.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Elmo.
But I actually have a funny story about a
yeah.
spider, right? So me and my family, we went to Orlando. We went to Gatorland, and we had an amazing time. I must say, I've been there a couple of times. Great place. So it's not just alligators and crocodiles there. You have other animals like you got parrots. I'm a big fan of parrots.
Oh, yeah.
I love parrots.
Do you like that film with Captain Sparrow? Is it?
Yeah, I think
Isn't it? Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's Captain Sparrow. I think so. But I love parrots. But anyway, so they do these shows, right? These live shows. And so you'll have different sizes of boxes. So you have like a small size, a medium size, a large size, and an extra large size. But obviously, it's not what you think in these size box, because in a medium-sized box, you could have like a tiny animal. So it sort of plays with your mind a little bit. So obviously, they introduce, pre-introduce what's going to go, what could be inside this box, and they go, ooh, and then they go in and go around the back, take the animal and show you. So in this medium box, people were sort of guessing, oh, what's inside this box? And then obviously the woman went in and they went in the back, and then she got this massive tarantula, right? And obviously we were all flabbergasted because it was a massive, I can't remember what type of tarantula it was, but it was ugly as hell, and I was not going near it. But we were at the back of the crowd, so it was full. The crowd was full. We were at the back of the crowd, the seats just watching, and she was talking about this tarantula, how dangerous it can be, and all this here stuff, right? And I don't know if she was trying to scare us as a joke and if it actually was dangerous or not, but she was coming closer and closer and closer up our ways, to the crowd, and she was holding this tarantula, obviously spitting facts, and the next thing the spider fell.
What?
And I never seen as many people
run.
jump.
Run.
No, no one ran.
Oh.
Everyone just jumped and screaming. Everyone was screaming, because clearly a lot of people are scared of tarantulas and spiders.
Yeah.
And then she picked it up very quickly, and obviously everyone in the back was like, oh no, because everyone was just like, where the hell's the tarantula? Because obviously but
I think they are very scary things, and I think like when I had one in my hand, and I actually went. That was a fear.
You're very
literally.
ballsy, aren't you?
I've got big balls, mate. Yeah.
Balls of steel, yeah.
That really made my mindset change my mindset, because I was like, previously before that, I was like, no, I can't go near spiders. I can't go near spiders. But then when I had that in my hand, it was like, Okay, because it was just like this.
I was like,
They're
playing.
not like house spiders. They go like that. They're just very soft,
nice and
subtle,
tame.
you know. And it looks scary, but in actual fact, like they're so slow.
It's so slow.
But have you seen like David Attenborough? Like he'll obviously go out and see all these spiders or whatever. And there was
Blue
one
Planet and stuff, Planet Earth?
Yeah, there was one. Oh my days, bruv. There was a spider out there, and it was probably like the size of a plate, a tarantula the size of a plate.
Is that by any means called a huntsman spider?
No, a huntsman spider's small, isn't it?
No, they're massive.
Yeah, they're massive.
they're
No, the
massive.
huntsman spiders with the things you get in
No.
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah, they're
No,
massive.
they're like
I've
that.
not seen them in like an Australian person's house. They're like this.
They're huge.
massive.
They're huge. You ever see videos of online where they're like, literally undercar
I
handle
can't deal with
doors.
it. Oh my
And that's why
gosh.
people check undercar handle doors. They could be in literally anywhere.
in
you're
Australia?
Yeah,
You gotta check your shoes before you put your shoes on. Everything like
Yes.
this.
Mate, like I would love to go to Australia, but that is one thing that puts me off. All that shit.
Yeah.
I can't I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the spiders. I can't deal with snakes. I can't deal with any of that stuff. And no,
See, I don't mind by little spiders. It's just like them big ass spiders. I'm like, if I seen one of them in the corner of the room, I'd be like, here, take my keys, take my wallet, just take the whole house. To be
Yeah.
honest, whatever, take my clothes if you want, whatever. I'm
I
gone.
think I might. Now you've dropped my memory. I think I might have seen like a video or something where, like in Australia or something like where there was a spider in a car. The woman
Yeah.
didn't know, and then she ended up crashing a car because she was like panicking because she was trying to get out.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it's God.
They're scary things now, so
really, yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd stay clear. I'd see, I'll see it if it's like inside of a box where if you're out, sort of seeing animal enclosures and stuff, and you'll see it. I don't mind looking at it and being like, haha, you little bastard,
You can't get us.
you can't get.
Yeah.
And then next thing you just it's like that video online where it's just like, have you seen that video online? It's like a dangerous animal. It's like I can't remember. It's like a little it's like a baby rhino or something, something along those lines. And he's just like, oh, this is the most dangerous animal in the world. And then there's a gap in the corner, and he comes out, and he's just like, uh-oh. There's a video. I can't
Is
remember.
it?
Yeah, it's funny.
And you see the when them spiders where you must have seen a video where it's been like it's come out the toilet.
Yeah.
Been one where it's actually come out the toilet.
But that's
Like,
but it's
you're
more
going
sort of
for-
cute snakes though, isn't it? More snakes.
I don't know. I've seen one where there's been a spider in there.
Oh, wow, yeah. I've never
Imagine
really-
you're about to have a shit, and then like, and then you just see that coming up there. Oh my gosh!
Speaking of shit, I don't know about you, but I actually, I think it's a common thing about, speaking about shit.
Speaking of shit.
Speaking of shit, it's a common thing. I think it's a common thing in households where people talk about shitting, oh, I've had 2 shits today,
How many times? I'm going to ask you a question. Like, how many times do you shit a day?
I think, oh my days, man. But we all got to...
Guys, we're getting down and dirty right now. I'll
getting
tell
down
you
and dirty,
now.
but we got to normalize this because we all shit. Even gals and guys, we all shit, man.
Do you know what? I know girls do,
Yeah.
but I don't like the thought of that. I do not like the thought of a girl sitting there shitting. Like,
Doesn't turn. That's your turn off, is it?
I don't like
No
the
one
thought of that.
shits.
They all do it. We all do
Yeah,
it.
we all do. We all got a shit, man. But speaking in the terms of how many times I shit, I think on average I shit about twice a day. To be honest, morning time, get that morning shit. After a nice good sleep, I guess, and then just go for a nice plop. Nice plop. But it feels so good. It sounds weird to say this, but it feels. Do you know what I mean? It feels sometimes shitting is like horrible, but sometimes most of the time it feels
Yeah.
good
Do you
because
know what-
you're like, oh, this feels good, man. Because you just need to get it out. Just like before we came here today, me and Callum, we were dying for a shit because we were coming down on the train, and we didn't want to shit in the train toilets because they're filthy. They're disgusting.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah.
And so we were waiting to come here, and then we both literally there was 2 cubicles beside each other, and we were literally just like, you ready, boy? Are you ready? It was like a Mario Kart game. Like, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Go in there.
Like explosion in the toilet. Do you know what I mean?
I won. I came first.
No. I cleaned first, boy.
It's. I know what you mean. Like, I think like.
But how many times do you do it?
I mean, oh gosh, can't believe we were talking about this.
I know,
but I sometimes have to wake up. I wake up sometimes and I have to go.
Yeah.
Like where it hurts your belly and you just have to go.
Like, so in the middle, just in the
Not
middle of the
necessarily
night?
in the middle of the night, but like
more in the
say
morning time?
say in the morning, but I'm not actually ready to get up at that time. But then I have to go. So I'll probably say on average, I go about twice in the morning and then I'm good. So like you, I'll probably go about twice, but I usually go before my breakfast, then I'll have breakfast and then I have to go again.
But I think that's a general consensus, you know. So I don't. So for a healthy gut, I've heard this from a doctor. So I don't know if it's right or not. So I could be wrong, but. After every time you eat, normally you're meant to go for a shit. That's like a normal occurrence. Yeah, because your body is having so much nutrients and they're breaking down, obviously, inside your stomach. And I don't mean it straight away, you know, instantly need a shit from the food that you've just eaten, but obviously the previous food. And
well,
you know.
some food you do.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously, if you get, some food's just, spicy food, straight through you. You know, and actually, I want to know, I want to get down and dirty here. I want to know, bro. Right? So, are you a Foldie or a Scrunchie?
Oh, that whole saying, in it?
Yeah, it's that whole saying.
It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a thing. It is.
I'll be honest, I'm a folder because, like, how am I going to like scrunch it and then like I'm might get shit on my hands, like,
or your finger, your butthole.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, I need to make sure that I've folded the piece of paper, the tissue toilet roll. Yeah,
piece of paper.
Piece of paper. Well, whatever you're using. I don't know what you're using.
Yeah, a leaf.
I'm using Andrex. Sponsor me. No, I'm joking.
And I'm folding it. So what I'll get, we're literally going in details right now.
Yeah.
I will get about 3 sheets off, fold it, and then fold it again. Then wipe. Then I fold it again. Then wipe. Then I put it away.
That's like I'm the same.
I'm like that.
I can't do 2. I have to do 3 sheets.
Yeah, I'm also the same. Yeah, because you can't do 2 because you can't rely. Because
it's not safe enough.
Yeah, it's not safe enough because
it's not safe enough.
You're clearly speaking from experience because you clearly just went, oh dear, boys, oh dear. But yeah, no, I'm a 3 or 4 sheet guy, and because you want more. And actually, here's another one. Speaking of down and dirty with shit topics here, but
shit talk, guys.
Literally shit
This is
talk.
shit talk.
So in public toilets, I really want to know what's your
routine?
Yeah, what's your routine in public toilets? So say I'll put you in a scenario here, right? Me and you are rushing to go to our flight, and obviously, we're rushing for our flight, but we still have enough time, to go for a shit. So in public toilets, I don't know what do you like in public toilets? You know, do you just go in raw and no toilet roll over the seat? So are you a toilet seat cover?
Okay, so it really depends on how I'm feeling. So. Some of them are dirty, ain't they? They're dirty, man.
Some toilets are
So
disgusting.
what I will do, I'll tell you actually what I do. Keeping it 100, what I do.
Let's go.
I will get the toilet roll. I'll wipe the seat. So essentially, I'll wipe the seat because you know how people just piss on the seat.
Yeah, people piss on the seat. It's disgusting, and they don't. And then sometimes they leave shit in the seat and piss. And
it's just like
people are so disgusting, man.
I'll wipe the seat, and depending on it, literally depends how I feel. I'll either will just sit down on it, or I'll literally hover.
Nah, see, hovering.
No, I've got good balance, bro. I can hover.
See,
I'm good.
I don't care about the good balance. It's just like that extra effort. Like, you don't want that extra effort. You want, like, shitting, for me personally, on a personal level, bro, I want shitting to be a nice, peaceful time. Do you know what I mean? It's like a nice, peaceful time for you to just sit there, relax, even if it's sometimes a horrible moment.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'll jump in there. For me, like, I will have to, I do the first bit, like, no matter if I, how badly I'm dying to go for a shit, I will still take that time to wipe that seat, right? Give that a wipe. Then, like, layer that seat, like, at least 3 times.
Will you?
Generally, yeah. I will cover
Whoa. What do you mean 3 times? What do you mean? So, layer, another layer on top, another layer?
Yeah.
Bro, that's extra.
No, I don't. I do not.
That's
care.
extra.
No, I do not care if that's extra. Because, bro, I'll tell you what's extra. There's people that I know that when they go on holidays, they bring spare toilet seats.
Is it?
Yeah, that is a thing. That is a common thing.
Is it common though?
Well, it's not. It's not. It might not be a common thing, but I know some people who do it, and I'm not that one of them people. I'm not weird as that. But what I do is actually maybe not 3 times, but I do 2 or 3 times, like. And then
I can't believe you do that.
And also what I do as well is I also layer the toilet bowl, because I don't know about you, but I don't want the shit, imagine if you're going intense shit and then just dropping in like fucking kids in school and just skates back.
Bro, now you've said that. Yeah, now you've said that. Now I'm going to say something, yeah. So you know them ones where like you're having a shit, you're around someone's house, yeah?
Yeah.
And or say for instance, like for me, so if I'm around some like girl's house or whatever, I don't want them knowing that I'm having a shit.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, you got to put some tissue down there first. Because
Yeah.
when it goes plop and you don't want them to hear, if you're next door,
Yeah.
you don't want them to hear whatever the situation is or wherever you are. You don't want that person hearing that you're going, so you've got to put that tissue in. It's a soft landing, isn't it?
Yeah, and of course, it's just that because you don't want the splashback. There's
I
nothing
don't want
worse
a
than the
splashback.
splashback.
And let's be honest, guys, we've all had the splashback. We've all had the splashback.
I've had it a good few times. Even sometimes where I might be in a rush and I don't layer the toilet bowl as much, and then I'm like going for it, and then it splashes me, and I'm like, sake, I need to layer it up again. So I rolled in more toilet roll, and then next
You lay
thing
it
you know,
halfway through.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes because I don't want splashback. Like it's just extra
and
effort.
then obviously, like the worst of the worst is, I'm going to be real. The worst of the worst is, like you've obviously gone for you've had a piss, you've gone for a shit. The splashback is the piss going on your balls.
Oh, I've never had that. I forgot about that.
I'm sorry.
And that for me is like, I'm like,
what sort of shit are you going through?
But it happens.
Yeah, no, you know what?
So I go toilet. You go toilet first.
Yeah.
Like we first.
Yeah.
And then obviously then you go obviously.
But it's a natural. It's weird. We're going proper deep.
This is disgusting,
you know.
by the way.
Why are we talking about it?
This is probably disgusting, but you know what? It's it's a common thing. We all shit, we all pee. So who cares? Do you know what I mean? We need to normalize it as in like a funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And that's my public thing in toilets. And I'll tell you, I've never raw dogged a public toilet because they're all filthy. Like I don't want to catch anyone. I don't want to touch the next man's ass.
You don't know who's been there before.
Yeah, that next person's ass could be seized or anything. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it sounds crazy because that's why I layered up, double layered up, or triple layered up because I don't want that next person's disease or whatever they've had.
I totally get what you're saying. I mean, like I said, I'm more of a hover, but
yeah. Nah, see, I'm half Moroccan, okay, and so I used to go to Morocco loads when I was a kid. And in Morocco, in a lot of the poor parts of Morocco, you don't get them sort of luxury toilets, as we say, and the luxury toilets that I'm on about is you can actually sit down in the toilet, and that's a luxury toilet, especially when you go to poor parts of the world, and we were just used to. When we went there, because we had a luxury toilet at home, when we went there, I was just like, oh, where's the toilet? And because I was so young, I was so confused. And the toilet was just a hole in the ground, and you had to hover.
3 hours later.
And you might not even aim right. You might just be shooting it. But the thing is, you know how to wash it away. You'd have a bucket of water there to wash it away, and that's like the normal occurrence in.
So did you used to do that?
Yeah.
So what? You was hovering or sitting on it?
No. You don't sit in the ground.
You just squat over a hole.
Yeah, you have to squat over a hole. Like and the hole's tiny. The hole's tiny.
Did you miss sometimes?
Yeah, I'm bro. Like I never. So obviously, imagine like you're used to shitting in a luxury toilet. Like I say, luxury toilet is just a normal toilet.
Is it like a common hole for everyone to use, or do you dig a hole each time?
Well, I'll tell you two different stories here. So that is a common thing in a lot of toilets in certain parts of Morocco anyway. And I'm guessing it's also like that in different parts of the world today, in the poor parts. But sometimes, kids would do it in the beach, like you'd be just chilling on the beach. Yeah. And
Kids will have a shit in the beach.
Yeah. And this is actually, this sounds so mad, but like, you'd have the rocks by the, obviously in the beach. And then the parents would take the kids over and dig like a hole. Dig a hole in the corner, and then the kid would just shit, and the dad would put the towel over the kid so no one would see it. No one would see, but obviously you would know what's happening because
you do that as well.
I must say, yes, I was one of those kids.
You did, didn't you? You did, didn't you? You did.
But but because let's be real. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. And I was a kid, and unfortunately, the toilets could be miles and miles away, and if you walk miles and miles on this beach. You're going to have to poo in a hole, hovering on a hole. So what's the whole point walking a bloody mile down the beach to go in to poo? So
I get that.
Save your time.
Because
you're a kid, you want to have fun and, enjoy your time whilst you're on holidays, So you don't want to waste your time going to find a bloody toilet. And it's going to be the same thing anyway. It's going to be a hole in the ground. Yeah. So the beach maybe make it feel better because you're hearing bloody seagulls going around and you hear the water.
It's soft as well. It's warm as well.
Yeah. And then what you do after that is you just dig a lot of sand over it and there you go.
Basically, it's like what cats do with cat litter.
Yeah.
Essentially. It's essentially like that, isn't it?
Similar things. Well, unless you don't, like sometimes some beach, I don't know about some beaches about you, but I know we're still talking about shit talk here. But some beaches I've came across, shit in the water. So kids, I don't know if it's. Have you ever seen that?
Never in my life. The only time I've seen that is on the In-Betweeners, the movie.
I've seen that. I've seen that a fair few times where I've nearly literally hit shit touch me. I've literally
That's
it's disgusting. It's dirty. But you know what?
Dirty, man.
I don't agree in that, but I do understand the point where sometimes you have to shit, in a ditch. People have you heard of stories where people are driving down the motorway and like the motorways are blocked and stuff, and then there's you're dying for a shit. There's no a mile away is the next toilet, the fuel station and stuff. And then what are you gonna do? You gotta go into the bushes or the trees or the forest or wherever you're near, and you gotta just do what you gotta do.
To be fair, there was one time I was on a run through a field. Nature came calling. I just go into a bush, squat down, grab a few leaves.
Could you not just wait till you got home?
I was on a run. I'm midway through a run. My belly's like cramping up. I was like,
oh, that is mad. That is mad.
If you're pushing for a run, you put more effort in.
I understand that because you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you just can't think, and you just need to go.
Can I ask you something? Yeah,
go for it.
Put your hands up if you've ever pissed in the sea.
Everyone has.
I think
clean sweep.
I'm sorry, but
do you know what? It feels good. I'll be honest. It feels good.
Yeah, it feels good because
it feels good.
Do you know what? I do it when I do it all the time. And people are gonna be like, that's disgusting. But you gotta go when you gotta go. You're gonna tell me every time that you need to pee, right? You're gonna get out of you're all wet. You have to wait until you dry. Imagine if you're dying for a piss. You're gonna wait for you to dry and then go into the shop or the restaurant or whatever.
I don't think you need to wait till you dry, but I think it's more of the case of kind of laziness. It's almost like you're on a beach.
Yeah.
The toilet's all the way over there.
Yeah.
You've got some water there. It's right there. It's right in front of you.
And plus,
so why not?
And the good thing about the sea, it's natural sea salt, so it's gonna wash the bacteria away.
You're getting your willy out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're not getting it out. You're not getting it out.
It's just
you've got your shorts on.
So you're just chilling. It's getting washed away straight away.
Yeah. Even if there's people near you, it's still getting like washed away the bacteria and stuff.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I personally know a lot of people that have done that. Exes of mine have done that. Like, do you know what I mean? We've all done it. So
can speaking of this topic, since you said you did it in the sea, do you do it in the pool?
Oh no, bro. I would never piss in the pool. That's dirty.
That screams like a yes to me.
What?
That screams like a yes.
Yeah, you
denial.
No,
I've never done that. I would never do that. No. So that's enough of the shit talk.
Yeah, that's literally enough shit.
Yeah, enough.
Okay, let's carry on. You're on about we're talking about pissing in the ocean and pissing in the pool. But let's talk about pissing in the shower. Is that like, I know this might be a common theme for a lot of people, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of people would be able to relate to this because I've pissed in the shower before.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Like, obviously not like...
man. Who's done that? No one does that.
People... Nah, nobody just...
I've done it.
But like, no, like... Not like piss over yourself, but just generally piss into the whole because it's all going down the same way, isn't it? When you're washing yourself, you're cleaning yourself. There's no point. You're telling me you're mid shower and you're dying for a piss. It's like the same story if you're in the ocean. You're mid enjoying yourself.
In actual fact, it's probably better that
you save
with the shower because it's going in the plug. You know it's going in the plug. Whereas you're pissing in the sea, it's floating about and it's floating on someone else.
Oh yeah.
But this is actually going right down in the sink. It's going down. It's all going down there, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
So we've all probably done it. I do it, not all the time, but like I do it sometimes because why not?
Yeah.
Like I'm showering, I'm washing, and I'm cleaning everything away, like
cleaning all that badness.
Yeah, getting all that badness out of me,
bad stuff
out of my system. So why not just have a little wee as well?
Yeah, and I'm just going to go back to the saying: you got to do what you got to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to save. Everything's about saving time, saving yourself from extra effort, and that's getting bloody out of the shower and going for a piss. You know what I mean? And speaking about the shower, whilst we're relating in this topic. What's your shower routine? Because a lot of people, there's people I know that they shower and they just rinse and that's it. They don't use any they don't believe in products, and that's fair enough. Each to their own.
Yeah.
But I love to know what you do. Do you get down in the nook of the crannies of everything? And
do you know what? Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. Like I use soap. Like soap.
Yeah, soap. Yeah.
Like a bar of soap.
Like a bar of soap.
Yeah.
See, I got brought up with using soap. Yeah, and I still use soap now.
And that's where your
Now-
skin's love perfection, man.
No, I
Perfection.
I don't know. I use soap because I love shower gel. I do love the flavors. It feels good. But one thing I don't like about shower gel, like you put a bit on and it just sort of like it goes and it freaking drops on the floor.
It's gone.
And I'm like, at least with soap you can really lave yourself up. Boom, boom, boom. Down here in the crack. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I completely agree in the crack. Yeah. So, yeah, you still.
What about you?
What
do you use? Do you use soap or do you use shower gel?
See, I mainly use shower gel, but I get where you're coming from. Like by the time you bloody hold in your hand, it drops and falls.
So annoying.
It's just so slippery.
It's slippery because you're already wet, and it's like you can't really seem to like lather it as much, and it just.
Yeah, but I got this technique, so. You know, this is my technique for our lovely Elmo's technique for showering. So like, you know, in my apartment we got this heater, so you have to like put this, you know, it's called an immersion heater. You have to like heat up the water before, saves energy and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So you wait switch it on. 30 minutes later, the water's nice and heated. So then I get in the shower, rinse myself off a little bit, and then I put a bit of shampoo on my hair. People will probably disagree and say, "Oh, you shouldn't use shampoo," but who cares? Each of their own. And then I just literally shower gel. So I, grab the shower head and put it towards the wall. So then the water is not like coming down and hitting you. Because obviously, what's the point? The water hitting you, and then obviously, you're holding the bloody shower gel in your hand. It's going to go away.
True.
So
I
put the shower gel, the shower head over the wall, and then I just literally from top to bottom. Literally get everywhere in, wash my legs, wash my feet,
everywhere.
Wash my bum, wash my King Kong, wash.
There's nothing to do with King Kong down there.
King Kong,
Yeah, King Kong, bro. I don't call it King Kong, but I'm just for the sake of this.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Call it even bigger than that. Godzilla. But yeah, no, I literally go down everywhere, and you need to clean everywhere, and even your armpits, you got to clean everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And then I rinse everywhere, and then conditioner the hair. Wait, let it settle in a few bits, a few moments, and then and then that's me done and dusted. Dry off.
Condition what hair?
Condition what hair? Yeah,
I've got the hair. I've got loads of hair under this hat. Man.
Give me some of your hair, lad. But enough about my hair. It's not that bad. I know we all have different shower routines.
Yeah.
And
everyone's got their own.
Well, here's the thing, right? There's 3 of us here. You turn the shower head. You turn the water off. I just step back out the water.
Step back, yeah.
So there's 3 different situations.
There's 3 different routines.
Yeah, and as I say, it's not like because God, I need to save money over here. I don't know. I've just got into that routine where I just turn the water off, do what I've got to do, then turn it back on again.
So talking about the shitting stuff,
bro. Like when you've had say an extra hot thing in the night before, extra hot dinner, curry, or maybe Nando's extra hot for me. I don't know how you like your Nando's, but mine's extra hot.
I love a bit of hot. Extra hot. I don't mind extra hot, but
okay.
I just feel like it's just the same as hot.
There's
no difference really.
I had a friend that worked there, so basically they just do it a different side as well.
Oh really? Is that
yeah,
it?
I think that's basically it. But what I was gonna say, when you have to go to the toilet the next day, oh my gosh.
Your arse is
It
burning.
hurts.
Yeah.
Done it. And it's just like, that's when you don't enjoy it. Like, no. I don't enjoy that. Like, that is not nice. Like, and you're just there and you just want to get up and you just can't get up and it hurts. And then when you're trying to wipe your bum and it's like, I get that pain. It hurts, man.
And you can feel the throbbing in your butthole.
Oh, God.
You do, because it's burning.
Oh, 100%. There's been a couple of times where I've had to just literally afterwards lie down.
Yeah,
I've had to
relax.
lie down because I'm like, oh.
But it's actually worse in that scenario when you're actually like, say if you're going on holidays, you're on a plane. And there's nothing worse that you're feeling.
I've never experienced that.
Oh, really?
No.
I've experienced that, and it's so crap, man. And you just don't want to be that person. Because number one, it's just annoying getting off your seat because you feel so comfortable, but at the same time, your body's just like, oh God, I need to go. And then when you go to the toilet and then you come out like fucking 30 minutes later, there's a queue of people, and then they know exactly what you've done in there. You've destroyed the bloody toilet. Yeah. Destroyed the bloody toilet and destroyed your arsehole pretty much with the spices, the night before.
That's it. And I think, like you said, when people that know and they're waiting, it's a bit like, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Because they know, they're like, yeah, he's been for a shit.
But you know what? I'm not, I've got to the point where I'm not even bothered anymore. I literally like, they know exactly what I'm doing, or sorry, exactly what I did. and I just do not care at all because obviously we all do it. And I have one funny story, man, and it's so me and my friend, we went to Tenerife. And we were having a wild time in Tenerife, as you know, just partying away, enjoying ourselves, as young lads do, I suppose, when you're away. And the night before, going back to the UK, and we had a KFC. So, and that's dangerous in itself, having a KFC in another country, because you just don't know what you're going to get, really, because you're going to,
Oh, do you know what? I love having like fast food restaurants in other countries like McDonald's, KFC, because it's always different.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, and I'll always still try them in different countries, 100%.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this time that me and my friend, we both ordered chicken burgers, and unfortunately, we were really pissed out of our heads. Got back to the apartment, and and I literally got down. I was so drunk, man, and literally got down to the last bit of the burger, and I looked at the burger, and it was bloody raw.
Shut up.
So I didn't realize until more towards the end of eating a bloody pretty much a raw burger. It was like not cooked at all.
Really?
And my stomach was starting to feel a bit iffy after that, like, because just the thought meant.
So it was a chicken burger?
Yeah, it was a chicken burger, KFC in Tenerife, in Las Americas. And
that's hard.
I didn't feel so much there and then. It did hit me when I woke up the next morning. Boy, I did not want to go home. I was so tempted just to book another day at that hotel because I was so unwell.
Really?
But because we needed to, I can't remember. We needed to get back anyway for whatever reason. And so I was like, right, I'm just gonna, just get the strength out of somewhere and just go to the airport.
So you was meant to be going back that day?
Yeah, flying back that day.
That's hard, that is. If that happened like maybe the day before, at least you would have had that day to
recover, sort of thing. But unfortunately, so in Tenerife Airport, like, I was literally like, I could not sit comfortably. I literally had to go to the toilet every like 10 minutes. Literally every 10 minutes. And by the time, I remember the first time going in the toilet in the Tenerife Airport, like there was no cubicles left apart from the one in the middle. And obviously, I don't know, it was clearly a busy period in the summertime for the use of the toilet at that time. Don't know why.
Can I just say, no one likes to go in the middle one?
No one likes to go in the middle one, definitely not. But unfortunately, in this case, I needed to because I don't know about you, but being food poisoned is the most horrible thing in the world.
Never.
And I've been food poisoned twice now, and one in KFC and one in McDonald's in California.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, both fast food
Gosh.
chains, big fast food chains, and so in the KFC. So yeah, and literally I was going for ages, man. And then by the time I sit with my friend, I'm like, oh god, man, I just don't feel good.
I'll go again.
And then I'm like, I barely got to speak to him because my stomach was in bits. Like I just couldn't. And then the plane back, man, I literally.
How was that?
Oh, that was the most painful thing because I was in the window seat and I love the window seat in the plane. The window seat is the best seat in the plane. And I was myself, my friend, and then someone at the end. And you have to the annoying thing about the window seat is you have to keep on pestering whoever's beside you and then pester them beside you if it's a 3-seater.
Yeah.
So like I said, every time I needed to go to every 10 minutes and I was just like, oh man. And then like I was probably pissing the person off.
You would have probably been better to have just like maybe said to that person, look, I've got some issues going on here.
Yeah,
Can we swap seats?
yeah.
And I need to keep going up.
But I think my brain wasn't thinking that day because I was just like, the toilet. And people will definitely agree with me. It's a relatable story for a lot of people who's been food poisoned. So, I literally up and down like a yo-yo. And I nearly not better just getting when I'm the trash bags that they have in the plane. I'm never not just better just saying, give me one of those. I'll just shit in the bag.
Yeah. In the corner somewhere, there is a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Or where the cabin people sit.
Yeah, the crew seats.
The crew,
back.
yeah.
So, it was not a nice moment.
I feel your pain,
man.
bro.
It was just so horrible, and I know everyone can relate if they've been food poisoned before.
Yeah,
you just don't feel your best self, and
I've never been food poisoned, but obviously I've had issues where I've need to go to the toilet. Whether that, I don't believe that has been food poisoned. Just sometimes I have a dodgy belly. So anyway,
yeah, it happens to all of us.
But I don't know if it was food poison or not. But God, I feel you, bro.
Feel you. I'm empty.
Oh, you're empty, bro.
I'm empty, prime.
I got more. I got my prime.
So yeah, enough about all that madness. So let's talk about BO smell. This is like, talking about hygiene here. And I don't know about you. So for me, every time if I need to go out, if I'm going out, it doesn't matter if I'm going to the shops or, if I'm leaving the house or my apartment, should I say, and I always do that pre-sniff check, you know, and it sounds weird because you don't want to, I don't know, it's just, I have this feeling where like, oh, I just don't want to stink. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and I just, don't, I always want to smell good, and it's always nice to feel the fact that you smell good, and the fact that someone, when you bump into someone, they're like, oh, you smell nice. It makes you feel good because you're like, oh, damn, you know, you feel good. So, have you ever had any moments where do you well, first off, do you actually do that? Do you do like a pre-check to make sure you smell good? And then, if you know, and then what else? You know, do you have any bad moments where you might have stank?
Like for me, I don't really like, because I put deodorant on 2 times a day.
Yeah.
In the morning and the evening.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
So for me, I don't suffer with BO. So I'm very confident that I never really smell. I mean, look, I'm very active with what I do, but like I sometimes do have a little like, okay, you know, it depends if I'm feeling like, ooh, like it's a bit hot around there. And then I might be like, okay, but very rarely do I feel like I smell or anything like that.
No, it's, you know, I don't smell.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, I know that I'm confident that I don't smell, but it's just always that like sort of, you know, you're second guessing yourself, like, oh, you know. And I'll tell you, I've had a story. So when I used to work in, I'm not going to say the brand. So I used to work in this retail shop.
Yeah.
And so in the bottom floor, you know, obviously you have your clothes, you've got your men's and your women's, and if you can even say that. Sorry.
Touchy subject.
Touchy subject, you know. So yeah, it was men's and women's, right, at the time, back in whatever. So you know, I was coming on the shift, and literally, you know, 30 minutes into my shift, I got a big strong whiff of BO, and I was just like, holy shit, is that me? But I don't want to be looking so obvious in front of, you know, people just going like, you know what I mean? You would just look so strange just doing that. So I went into the corner of like the shop floor, and I was just literally like pretending to look at like items, you know, pretend I'm actually doing work, you know,
but
small,
giving yourself a
medium,
little...
large, you know, whatever, resizing them. And then I just did it like so casually, just going, and I'm like, yeah, that's not me. But this smell is very strong and pungent. It's literally around this area. Like, who the hell stinks? And I'm like, it's not me. So who the frig is it?
Yeah.
And I was like going around. I'm like, who the hell is it? And it was another colleague. And like, and it was just, and it was another colleague. And I was just, I don't want to be that person like, you stink, because I don't want to be that, you know, you don't want to be rude.
You don't want to be that person.
Nah.
But sometimes my people need to know.
Yeah, of
and you
course,
have to be you need to tell them.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like, you don't want to be that person, but like, you know, for instance, if it was me and if I was the colleague and we're friends, would you tell me?
Yeah, 100%. Because if we're friends, you know what I mean, in a friend level. But I wasn't really friendly with this person, you know, and I don't, and even if, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna, like, obviously I wasn't friendly, so I'm not gonna go up and say, here, you stink, can you sort yourself out?
But think about it. If that's you, even though you're not mates, wouldn't you want to know if you smell?
Yeah, so you made a fair point. Yeah, so of course, so if it was the other way about, then yes, but then you're thinking like, oh, you might feel bad or feel like shit if someone says, oh, you stink.
You've got to word it better than.
Well, yeah, of course, you got to word it better.
But the thing is, like, I'll be real. I have to be honest here. Like, if I was working in like in your situation, I actually don't think I would actually say to that person, like, excuse me, I think you smell, or excuse me, I think you smell. I would just be like, right, yeah, he clearly smells, or she clearly smells. Like, that's it.
But bear in mind, right, whilst it's happening, like, I didn't know straight away. So I had to be like a little private investigator. You know, I would just stop doing my work, and I'm literally just like, this smell is
like,
horrible.
Who smells?
Who smells? Like, who is it? And I literally had to, like, the shop floor was massive. So I would literally, you know, stop what I was doing. I was, you know, obviously pretending to look busy and all that sort of stuff. And
stealing company's time. That's called
stealing company's time. No, whatever. Well, I was just making sure, because obviously it doesn't look good for the brand. So I'm protecting the brand, if you would say. Protecting the brand, because, you know, customers don't want to come in and be like, fucking, that smells horrible. And then they go, this, and they go to the next brand.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So I'm protecting the brand, not stealing their time. To correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey.
But yeah, and it took me ages to find who it was, because there was lots of people. So I'm not going to hardly go like, hey, mate, do you stink? Or let me just go sniff there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but yeah, so going back to the BO smell, that's why I know that I don't smell, but it's good to check that. So I deodorant spray twice a day as well.
Yeah.
And
even though, can I just say, the whole deodorant, the way they sell it, it absolutely cracks me up, because they're like, 48 hours.
Fuck
Is
off,
it 48 hours?
Full of shit.
Shit.
Full
No,
of
it's
shite,
not.
yeah.
I'll do it twice a day, and if I don't do it twice a day, I feel
Yeah.
like, oh my god, like I need to. Like I feel like I smell.
yeah.
48 hours. It's a load of BS.
Yeah, it's just it's like a selling. It's just a selling tactic. That's all it is. So just
You're telling me you're going to put deodorant on Monday morning, and you don't need to put any on until Wednesday morning?
yeah.
No.
Oh, that Tuesday's going to be a smelly day.
Yeah.
Smelly
Tuesday
day,
is gonna
pretty
be
much,
very
yeah.
smelly.
We should actually do a
test.
test. Yeah, we should test that and just like test different brands and then call out the brands who it doesn't work and say, yo, 48 hours doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, sort yourself out. But then they'll probably be like defamation and all that sort of madness, you know, all that crap.
Yeah.
But
Um,
it does
Maybe
make-
not then.
maybe not. But to be fair, you're doing a test, so you're doing a science experiment. You know, so
Something
Yeah.
to think about. But it does make me laugh though. I'm just like, oh god.
yeah, you're just like whatever, and then that's just like that with a lot of stuff, you know, like shampoo and you know conditioner and like loads of stuff. They're like, oh, this is good for this dry hair, this is good for that, and this and that and the other, and most of them are full of crap.
It's sometimes it's really difficult to know what brand and to trust.
Yeah.
And to actually think because you know they write something on their product, but how do you know they're just not chatting?
Yeah, so but that's the thing,
Like,
is you're doing your own experiments. So what works for you might not work for me.
Yeah.
you know, so because all our bodies and everybody's body in the world is different. So you know, you gotta experiment these things. So, but moving on, let's just jump into from all that to let's just start with a cup of tea.
Nice
And,
cuppa, mate.
Nice
yeah?
cup of tea. Everyone loves a nice cup of tea.
Everyone likes a nice cuppa.
But everyone has it different.
Everyone does have it different. Elmo, how do you make your cuppa?
So I make my cup of tea. Obviously, well, the first things first. First things first on the realist.
I love that. First things first on the realist.
So obviously you gotta put your kettle on. You know, get that going.
Obviously.
Obviously, you know,
Yeah,
no
come
shit,
on.
Sherlock. Obviously, get that kettle going. You know, put the tea bag in. And this sounds mad, but I put a bit of honey in the
Oh
tea.
yeah, you was telling me the other
Yeah,
day.
that's
That's
about
not a
that.
bad shout.
Yeah.
I'm not angry with that.
Yeah,
I
because
would. I want to try that. You know,
right, it's really good. So
It's
instead
good for your throat as well.
yeah,
that.
honey's really good, right? And it's a better sweetener than obviously sugar. So I jumped from sugar to honey, and I tried it with tea, and it's class.
Really?
It is
So
class.
it's got that sweet taste.
It's got that nice sweet taste, and it's healthy.
It's more healthier, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's more healthier because honey's good for you. So yeah, I put the tea bag in, put a honey in. When the kettle's boiled, then I pour the water in first, and then let that simmer. You know, 3/4 fill the cup. You know, you don't want to be bloody full, do you? And I three-quarter fill that.
I didn't want it full. I love my cup of teas full.
Aye, but you don't want it bloody dripping over your bloody
Well, you
spillage.
need to use space for your milk as well.
Yeah, you need
Oh,
space.
there's
yeah.
always space for the space. Even if it's like that little bit, there's some just.
So you like your tea like proper, like strong.
No, I like medium side. Medium.
Yeah. So
colour.
how can you do medium when you
Well,
have no room?
but I don't, there's always room for some milk. There will always be.
So you make room. That's fair enough. So yeah, no, that's what I do. 3/4 fill it up, and then I let it simmer. You know, you got to let the tea bag because you just don't put it in straight away. So I let it simmer, and then drain the tea bag and put it into the bin, and then put the milk in and stir it, and then
Got
there
to
you
put
go.
it into the bin.
Yeah, of course. Some people just I don't know where else people put, but all these people have fancy stuff to put tea bags in. You know,
Yeah,
like tea bag bags. You know, disposals and stuff like that.
I'm pretty much like you. It's pretty much the same thing. So it's like put the tea bag in, put the sugar in. I have about like 1.5, depends how I feel. I gotta just say I cannot be one of them people that put like 3, 4 in. No, that's way
Just
too
ruins
much.
it.
Three, four. What tea bags?
No, no, like sugars.
Oh, 3, 4 sugar. Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
way
too
too much.
sweet. Too sweet.
Too sweet. Love sweet things, but boy, that is too sweet.
Yeah.
So I'll put like 1.5 in, and yeah, like put the tea bag in, yeah, put the water in, and let it simmer for about 2 minutes. Roughly about 2 minutes. I'm not there on my stopwatch or phone,
Aye.
but roughly about 2 minutes.
You just know to look at it because you're obviously
Yeah.
you're obviously doing well. For me, I'm always doing something. Always like there's always something that I need to do, like to get
Yeah.
the washing, whatever it is. You're always on the go, and then you come back and like maybe it could be a couple of minutes, 5 minutes later, and you're like, oh yeah, this looks good. You just know by the color.
100%. And I think like you can't have it weak. I don't like them weak ones.
Nah, I
So you've got to let it be strong, leave it in there, and then put the milk in, bang.
Bang, boom, and then you let it simmer. Let it cool down because you want
And
to.
I've got to say, when I was around yours the other day, like you do make a good cuppa. Like you do, you do. But
Great compliment.
you'll have to see what.
Thank you so much.
I'll have to make one for you.
I make a
and
good
then-
housewife then.
You will, yeah. You could do, can't you? I'll make one for you, and you see what you think of mine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because yours was good. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. It did taste good.
Oh, thanks very much. Well, I'll keep you up on that offer when we're around yours, and we'll try your good cup of tea.
Yeah.
And we'll see which one's better. But moving on from tea, the same sort of logic. What about cereal? So do you put like Cocoa Pops or something in your cereal and then the milk, or do you put the milk and then the Cocoa Pops or the cereal?
Listen, bro.
Like Cocoa Pops.
Who on earth will put milk in first and then put the cereal?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing?
It is a thing.
that a
People
thing?
do. People do it.
Yeah, people do it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it is a thing. But again, obviously people have their preferences. I think that's strange when you do that, because obviously it's just, I don't know, why would you do that?
Yeah, but no, like cereal in first.
Yeah, cereal
and then milk.
and then milk. Yeah, and then that's it. And then you got a nice banging cereal. I want to talk to you about cancel culture and influencers, right? The whole generalized area. So
where do we start?
Where do we start, bro? So do you believe in cancel culture? Because I think it's a load of horse crap, to be honest. It's a load of crap, because it's like, it's came out of nowhere. It's getting more commonly used in a sense where like, oh, you can't say this or you can't say that. Oh, let's cancel him because he said that, and giving him his actual someone might be giving their genuine views of something that is generally facts, and people don't like it. So they're like, oh, cancel him. I don't believe in all that crap. And years and years ago, where influencers were still as big, not as big as now obviously, but still as big, and you never heard of cancel culture and this and that and the other. They could say literally this and that and the other, and I just don't. Yeah, it's a load of crap.
Honestly, bro, like, it's so, for me, it's so annoying, because it's like, you honestly just these days feels like you can't say too much.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna get cancelled if I say this. I'm gonna get cancelled if I do this. Why can't we just be free how we used to be?
Yeah.
Like, why do we need to feel like we've got to tread on eggshells constantly around and not being able to actually say what we think? There's so many like people getting cancelled these days purely because of what they've said, maybe when they're younger.
Yeah.
And it's come back out or something. Or, people are getting cancelled for doing stupid things that, people are getting cancelled for things that, not actually like should be getting cancelled for.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying, because I feel like, where is the world going? Like, where are we going that we can't say something? And it's like, oh, you can't say that. Oh, you can't. Like, what am I allowed to say then?
Yeah.
What am I allowed to say then? Because I'm going to just get cancelled for saying like, your hair's brown.
Yeah.
No, it's not brown. No, it's this.
Yeah,
like,
it's actually ridiculous, and it just pees me off, to be honest. And I'll relate sort of like a brief story in this. So I was out somewhere, and I literally cut my finger on a door. Right. Luckily I didn't chop it off, but and then I literally was just like, oh, I need to man up. Sort of like just literally that comment.
You said you need to man up.
Yeah, I need a man up. Literally just as simple as that, right? And the woman beside me, she's like, "Oh, you can't say that." And I'm like,
"You can't say man up?"
I'm like, "What do you mean I can't say that?" She'd be like, "Oh, people might get offended." And I'm like, "Who am I? Who am I offended?" I'm literally just saying I need to man up. I'm not saying you need to man up or someone, someone else. But I said I need to man up, and she got offended. She got offended.
Why would she get offended though,
bro? Like, she knows who she is, right? But.
She knows who she
Born
is.
out there.
She just needs to chill, man. Take a chill pill. But like, no, that's what I mean. So that's why I'm relating it to this. I just don't get it. Like, you literally can't say anything that is just generally like, not even bad. It's not like some things you actually say are not even bad, and people have a problem with it. I think it's just, I don't know, just the way life is going now. It's just ridiculous.
It's just the way life is going. But it's just like, for me, it's like, obviously we're young, so we kind of, we can adapt, but I feel sorry for like the older generation.
Oh yeah, like,
who like are literally like, what? Like, they're so used to saying certain things, and they're like, well, I can't say that now. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, no,
I agree. There's some things like,
you generally shouldn't say.
For instance, like I'm from a mixed, and yourself, like we're both from mixed culture backgrounds, and it's like, you now say mixed race. Back in the day, it was like half caste.
Yeah, it's half
They'd
caste.
call me half caste, and it's like I look back at that now, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like that word. So I understand things like that. Yeah. Mixed race is so much better, because mixed race is like
the
not
fact.
Just
the fact.
It's fact.
Yeah, and it's thingy, but the whole half caste again, that I didn't understand that really, but that's what people used to say. And I'd imagine there's probably still older people out there now that still would use that.
Yeah.
So when you're getting now and you're getting this new generation coming that are saying certain things or saying you can't say this, or I'm trying to think on the top of my head, Elmo, like certain words, but like we could really touch on it, to be fair with you, but like
probably best not touching it because we'll say certain stuff that we probably think
that will get
cancelled.
cancelled.
Then
I mean?
we'll get cancelled. Yeah, even though I don't believe in the cancel culture, but you know, you just again, this is us walking around in eggshells.
But we shouldn't be walking around on eggshells. We are human beings. We should be able to express what we want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Without obviously
offending someone.
I can't say the word.
And obviously
offending anyone.
And you could break that down into directly and indirectly. So like if you're directly, you know, saying something that's going to offend someone, yeah, I completely understand that. But if you're indirectly saying something that, you know, you might not even understand it, but you've said it and you're like, oh, maybe that doesn't sound right.
But that's the problem though. So you can say something about Aaron, right? Say you and Aaron are talking and you say something and someone else gets offended by what you said to him. But why are they getting offended?
When he's not offended?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's what it is.
People need to just butt out.
Yeah.
They need to mind their own business.
And piss off.
And stay out of the conversation, stay out. And, you know, I mean, it's just like, it's not even that, it's just on TV now. TV, everything. And it's just like, you can't say certain things. You're worried that you're going to rub someone up the wrong way. And... It's not nice. It's not a nice feeling because really, truly, imagine like you're not trying to rub that person the wrong way and you're just doing it. You're just being kind or something, but you're just
generally being
like.
Yeah.
It's like
you're just generally being nice and you're just being yourself and you might have said something maybe the wrong way, but you didn't intend it to be sort of bad in any way possible. And you know what I feel sorry for TV? I feel sorry for TV shows and movies, you know, now especially because they can't do or say certain stuff, and it's sad to see, really, because and I'll not call out certain TV shows. There's certain TV shows out there that I personally love, and they had to remove certain content because people nowadays are really offended, and they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying that," even though in that sort of certain area that people weren't actually generally offended. It's just these new thought process of what people are thinking now, and it's just that's ridiculous.
It's now, and there's a TV show. I don't think can we name any TV shows? Should we do that or?
I think we can.
Yeah,
and if it's in a positive way, yeah.
Well, there was
they get a free promo.
We'll find out, won't we?
Well, there was a TV show like back in the day called Little Britain.
Little Britain,
right?
yeah.
Did you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Go to the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious. Oh my gosh. Took it off, haven't
Is that the one that goes, computer says nah?
Computer says nah.
Yeah.
Catherine
I fell. How'd you get there? I fell.
Yeah, and what's that? The guy in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fell.
Yeah. And obviously, you had even the one. My best one out of that was when they were going to like the Fat Friends. Was a Fat Friends one.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, you know, and the woman's there, like they're all big or whatever, and then she's trying.
Be careful, you can't say that.
Okay, be careful. And then obviously, like that person's, you know, saying like can't understand one of the contestant, one of basically the people in the audience.
Yeah,
not audience, the people sitting there basically. And it's like that was absolutely hilarious, and I just think now that's been taken away from us. Now, luckily, I've got the DVDs. Okay, so I've still got them.
I am their pro fan.
But it's that, for example, I get it. That show, looking back at that show now, some of the things they would say, it was a bit below the belt, admittedly.
Yeah.
But it's like, we've gone the complete opposite way now, and we can't say jack shit.
Yeah.
There's only 2 shows now that are still on air that do that. Family Guy and South Park.
Yeah. And that's why
I haven't watched them for a while.
That's 2 of my favorite shows as well. Family Guy and South Park. I literally I think it's just absolutely hilarious, you know, and you know, it's just sort of really light humor, you know, and maybe some dark humor as well, but things that they probably shouldn't say. But the you know, what is he called? Seth, isn't it? Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
He's the producer and director, isn't he?
Yeah, Family Guy.
And the creator, and you know, he does so well to, you know, be so creative with everything that he does in the show, especially because he does
everything.
He does everything. He does pretty much all the voices. But yeah, no, there's stuff that I don't know how he gets away with certain stuff, but you know, it is all funny, and a lot of people in the the topics that they're talking about in that area, people find them funny, and I'll not dive into that just in case. But yeah, Family Guy is one of them shows I really love. You know, it's just so funny. You just sit there, you can, you know, after just a hard day, and you just stick on Family Guy, and you're just enjoying the crack. You know,
laughing away.
You're just laughing away. It just makes you laugh. You know what I mean?
Shows like that. It's like Simpsons as well. That'll never get old. That'll never get old.
Simpsons will never get old. You know, and
I just think, no, bro. Like, I think I'm worried. I'm worried of the life that, you know, is coming to, where we just feel like we can't say certain things, and, you know, what's freedom of speech? Freedom of speech is being taken away from us. It shouldn't be taken away from us. We've got social media. We should be able to, you know, express everything we want to express without hurting someone's feelings. We might hurt someone's feelings. There might be someone we might.
But the thing
hurt.
is, you can't please everybody, you know, and it's true. You can't please everybody. You know, you could actually say, you know, if you want to go by the book and say, oh, you know, you have to say this, and this, you still won't be able to please. You'll still offend someone.
Exactly. It's gonna be always someone.
You're not going to win in life. You're never going to win in life. So that's why, like, what the hell is this cancel culture? Get rid of this crap, and then, like, get, you know, freedom of speech. Just be yourself. As long as you're not, like, directly offending people, then of course, you know what I mean. That's bloody common sense.
Of course, as long as you're not actually directly and being horrible and nasty to someone.
Yeah.
If you're just saying your opinion, so what? Who freaking cares?
Freaking cares. That's right. Yeah, that's
It's
right.
it's not gonna hurt anyone. You can think and feel how you want to think and feel. You don't have to voice everything either. You can just feel and think certain ways.
Exactly. Yeah.
I understand that. You don't have to voice things. You don't have to, like, but if you want to voice things, you should be able to voice things and not think, I'm going to get cancelled.
Yeah.
I can't say that. Oh, can I say that? Oh, I can't say that. And I'm going to get cancelled.
Yeah, and it's sad, really. It's sad to see, you know, because that's always in people back of, you know, influencers and celebrities' minds, and maybe just everyday person as well, you know, and they're like, oh, can I say this? Oh, I did say this, but I shouldn't have said this, you know, and then you're proper, like, deep in it and thinking, like, oh, wow, when, you know, realistically, we shouldn't be wasting our time thinking that. You should just be being who you are, enjoy yourself. Yes, if you offend someone then directly, then yeah, you shouldn't be doing that anyway, but just be yourself. Just enjoy life. Life is short, man. You know, why are we caring about all this petty crap?
I think celebrities and people in the public eye, etc., are worried because they don't want to get cancelled. This could be their only income source with certain things. And if they get cancelled, that's it. Their career's done.
Yeah, no, I know that, and you know, it's a scary world what we're living in now. You know, back then, that's why I love to just, if I had to time travel, I'd just go back then and just enjoy the time again. Do you know what I mean? I really like all the old time moments, you know, and enjoy it and not hearing all this crap cancel culture. But I think it's coming about more, and this is my opinion, because social media is obviously coming massive, a lot more than what it was, to the point that, you know, people are just throwing in certain, you know, terminology and certain things, and then just making people think like, oh, this is we have to accept this and you know, cancel culture. So someone clearly just threw that into the works. I don't know who. Someone started it. It's just like
someone started.
It's like COVID. You know, we're not going.
COVID. Someone started that as well.
Yeah, we'll not go there. But it's like someone at the top is starting all this stuff and then throwing it down, and then that's where people are like, oh, we can't do this, can't do that. So someone somewhere, it's like starting Chinese whispers. Someone's starting it, you know, but who's going to finish it? Ooh, but you know, so yeah. Feck cancel culture. But anyway, moving on. But
cancel it. Cancel culture. What? No, what?
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
CCC. Triple C. But yeah, speaking about, you know, moving on from that and influencers, you know, and it's mad how the world, social media is a powerful place, you know, and, you know, you can do so much with it. You can make, you know, a lot of money. You can get so many brand deals. You can literally you can live off it, and loads of people are living off it, you know. And some influencers that I'll not say any names that you will obviously know, and I'm sure other people will know who I'm on about. But like, for example, like, you know, chewing food, and then you're somewhat, you know, really, you know, big. You're this big time thing, you know, and people are, you know, proper watching you. Yeah, it might be interesting to watch someone chew their food. But how is that? What are you influencing? You know what I mean? Like, what, chewing your mouth bloody wide open? That's a bad that's an ick. I hate that. Chewing your mouth.
Oh yeah, chewing your mouth,
and then,
mouth open.
Yeah, people nom, nom, nom. Like, bloody close your mouth, number one. And to the people that chew food, bloody close your mouth too and frig off. But obviously I know they're making money, and, you know, I get the whole thing, you know. And maybe they might not like it themselves. You just don't know. But
the thing is,
you know.
I think it's like it's such a double-edged sword. I'll get that.
Yeah.
Because I think in one hand, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what? He's made she, whoever we're talking about, has made a career.
They, them.
Them. Oh. Please. Next topic. Actually, not.
They have made a career from somewhat a career of doing this whole eating, chewing thing. Look at me. You know.
Just gave it away.
Who is it? Don't
and
say.
it's like fair dues. Yeah. But I get it because, you know, you've got to start somewhere and then you can from that, you can go to somewhere else. But I also think, what's going on here? Is that talent these days? It's not talent. It's
a load of shite. That's what I say.
It's come to the point now. It's like if anyone can basically be big on social media now, and anyone can do anything they want. Fair dues, but it's just like, are we really? Is that what we're doing? Are we really giving power to people like that?
Yeah,
who are doing simple things that we all do.
And that's the way the world's going, you know. And you know, and I'll say this with heavy confidence, you know, like. Hawk Tua, spit on that thing.
Hawk Tua, spit on that thing.
Like, you know.
Oh my God.
She got famous for just saying them little couple of words,
you
know.
Can we just say, she's right though. Hawk. That's what they do.
Fucking hell.
Right, fair enough. Each their own, right? We'll not go there, right? But in the terms of, influencers getting big for the maddest things, you know, and that being one of them. And obviously she got cancelled. Speaking of cancelled, you know, obviously
again, she's been cancelled. But has she? But saying
she's not making a comeback.
But
no,
has she been she was cancelled, but is she coming back? Yeah,
I know what she's trying to do. So she obviously someone must have paid her a lot of money. I don't know. I don't want to say the company, you know, the brand name or whatever, but they paid her a lot of money to obviously, you know, Bitcoin.
But is she not getting nicked for that?
I'm not too sure of the ins and outs, but I know she's trying to come back into the public eye, you know, because obviously to try and come, but I know people are not interested. She's done her bit. She's made millions. And
so she's got a lot of money now, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's got a shit ton of money. And fair dues to her, she, you know, in the sense where she's trying to help animal shelters and all that. I believe in that, you know, helping all the, you know, the beautiful animals, you know, they have problems and things like that and being treated poorly. But other than that, you have to, you know, a lot of these influencers are smart in the way of doing business in the sense of like doing these silly things or whatever it may be to make loads of money. But then they're also stupid because brands are saying, hey, Aaron, I'm going to give you a couple of £1 million can you just share all our crypto for like 6 months to a year? And then you have no idea. All you're looking is the money side of things, but you're not looking in depth of like, oh, what crap is this? Because this could be a pile of crap, literally. And that's what happened to Hawk Tua. She clearly, you know,
she has a name, you know. She has a name.
Yeah, sorry, Haley. Yeah. Sorry, Haley, if you see it. But yeah, like, you know, I feel like they don't think sometimes, and it's like I'll touch upon in this. It's like OnlyFans. I'll touch upon that. They do all this, you know, the fair play. They make loads of money. But they don't realize that all their stuff is out there, you know? And I studied computer science and, you know, I've got a master's in cybersecurity. Look, I've got my degrees. You know,
look at me.
Look at me, right? But I understand technology and, you know, whenever you post something out there, that's it. It's out there no matter what. Yeah. And these people don't realize that. And fair enough, they make a shit ton of money and, you know, fair enough. But they don't understand that their mama and their dada is going to be all over, you know, the school kid, you know, whenever they have kids, the kids are going to see, the kids are going to see that and they don't realize that. But I've seen videos online with certain people and they're like, oh, I don't give a shit. Some people have raised that sort of stuff to them and they're like, oh, I don't care. You know, they don't care when I'm driving around my Lambo and all that. They just have I think they have, you know, I probably shouldn't say this, but they don't have self-respect and dignity. You know?
Well, it's more important to be rich and famous these days than to have morals.
That's what I mean. So when I say that, it's more, exactly. It's more important than having morals, rich and famous, you know.
The thing is, I feel like with people that are doing random things online and, you know, chewing stuff or whatever, it's funny. It's funny to watch, and that's how they're growing their platform. And you got to rate them. Yeah. You've 100% got to rate them. And I'm not slating no one here. I'm saying like, it's just crazy how life has changed and how you can literally get famous and big for doing the simplest things that we do day to day. It is mad, but like, you know, now you don't necessarily have to have talent. It's like we could do something in this show that just blows up.
Yeah.
And it could be anything completely random.
Literally could be anything, literally. Like, you know, you could take a shit in the floor and it blow up.
Please don't do that.
Obviously, we're not going to do that.
I know.
You know, I would
ruin this lovely set. Come on.
I know, couldn't do that, but no, yeah, it's and I'm not slating the people, you know, what I've mentioned, but it's just, you know, people don't realize, you know, everything's out there, and
Okay.
I understand people being creative online, fair dues, like doing TikTok dances and all that, it's all funny to watch and cool to watch,
Well, that brings the question. Okay, so what is an influencer now? Because what are you influencing?
Yeah.
Are you helping that younger generation come up and want to be an OF? Do you want to be a dancer, eat food?
Right. Yeah.
What's your
But I
influence?
feel like the term influencer used to be more of a sense of you're influencing products,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you start
agree.
off with influencing products, and you're an influencer in the sense of people are looking up to you. But now it's changed slightly, hasn't it? Being an influencer is not how it was maybe say a few years back.
No, it's definitely changed, and we have big social media platforms ourselves, but I would never say that I'm an influencer. I just cringe. I met loads, like you and I, we met loads of influencers, and when an influencer says, "Oh, I'm an influencer,"
It's horrible.
it's just you cringe inside. You're like,
Yeah,
you crease up, and you're like,
100%,
really? What do you
The
influence?
thing is, that's what I used to be doing as well. I mean, I've done, as you know, like I've done quite a bit, Elmo, and I feel like that was one little bit where I went through a stage where I was doing this influencer stuff where I wanted to, I was genuinely like Googling up how to be an influencer before I got into all of it. And then I started like trying to do it all and, contacting brands and brands would contact me, blah, blah, blah. And it was great. It's great. But to then say to people, like, I'm an influencer, it does feel a little bit of it feels weird saying it. It feels like it's not right or it's not a job or it's like, it feels like anyone can be an influencer now. That is what I'm getting at. Anyone can be an influencer now. It doesn't feel so unique. Whereas before, if you were a proper influencer, you got in products, you're influencing these products and you're the only person or the only few to do it. And now it's just different.
So look, I'm all for, influencers being all creative and, being their best self. Because I understand that people feel, their best self in front of the camera or if it's modeling or, working with brands or user-generated content, I'm all for it. Do you know what I mean? And I'll tell you a story, right? So my friend works in this posh restaurant in Chester. Chester is it the same thing? Chester is like the I get confused, but
It doesn't really matter.
it doesn't matter. Same thing to me. In Chester, right? And they're a waiter, and these influencers came in, and I'm not naming them, but you'll probably know who they are. But they came in, they ordered everything, and the bill was like, as you can imagine, for a posh place, a restaurant, the bill is going to be not so cheap, is it? So they ordered, obviously your food and your drink and all, and then the bill was, I think it was over £450 or something. Jeez. And then he came over and he was just like, oh, here, this is the bill, and just let me know when you're ready to pay. And then it was one of the girls who was like, sorry, and one of them was Scouse.
She was Scouse then,
Scouse, yeah. Sorry, no, I could do a better Scouse accent. And then she's like, "Do you not know who I am?" and all. And then he's just like, "Sorry," he was confused because it was actually his first time meeting an influencer, so he was just confused. He obviously knew them on, you understand it all online, but it's his first time meeting in person. And he's just like, "Do you not know who I am?" And he's just like, "Sorry, no, am I meant to, or what?" And then he was cringing inside, and she's like, I meant to get these stuff for free and I'll just post online and stuff. And he was just like, sorry, what? As he was just taken back. He was just like, what the hell? This is like such a cringe-worthy moment. Do you know what I mean? And so people are taking advantage of this influencer, word. And, and again, I'm not naming names, but he was just so embarrassed. Like, he was just so embarrassed, taken back, and obviously he joked about it when they left and stuff. But they had to pay. He was just like, no, you got to pay.
Did they have to pay?
Yeah, they had to pay, like, of course. You can't just go into any restaurant. Well, to be fair, obviously, if you're like Ronaldo or something, you go in, I'd say you bloody go into any restaurant and things will be given to you, and that's just the way I suppose that is because he's bloody well renowned, and everyone bloody knows him. But like not to the point where you take advantage, and that's why I cringe with that bloody word, Yeah,
I think it depends on your status.
Yeah.
There's massive influencers out there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it depends on your status. Do you know what I mean? Of whether you can go for that and you can claim all that sort of stuff.
But it's your attitude on it. Dave went in and went, no, we're not paying, we're getting this for free because I'm the dog's bollocks.
Yeah.
Most actual influencers will happily pay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this girl, she wasn't happy to pay because she just thought she wasn't even a big influencer, and so she just thought she was the bee's knees, and I just don't like people who just think they're the dog's bollocks, and think they deserve this, that, and the other, we're all human. We all like nice things, all that sort of stuff. But you just don't take advantage and come in a restaurant and say, "Oh yeah, do you not know who I am?" No, I don't, love. I don't know who you are. So piss off.
If you actually were there for product placement for the brand to then get the meal for free to post it, you would know about it. The manager would have told them about it.
Of course, yeah, exactly. There's different ways about going around things, and it's all about manners. I hate manners and respect and all that sort of yada yada. So it's.
I mean, look, I rate her for trying it, whoever it was.
Yeah, God loves a trier. You hear me
succeed.
saying this a lot. God loves a trier, but but I don't rate the attitude about it and going the right. They went the wrong way about it. Yeah. But to be honest, I'm sick of chatting about influencers, and let's move on to the next.